Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a fascinating topic that has intrigued conspiracy theorists and space enthusiasts alike for decades. We're diving into the moon landing conspiracy theories and exploring the question, did Neil Armstrong really go to the moon? The Apollo 11 mission, led by Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, successfully landed the Eagle module on the Moon's surface on July 20, 1969. However, despite overwhelming evidence and eyewitness testimonies, some individuals believe that the moon landing was an elaborate hoax orchestrated by the United States government. Let's address some of the most commonly cited arguments put forth by moon landing skeptics. The first claim is that the American flag appears to be waving in the videos and photos taken on the lunar surface. However, the flag's movement is simply due to the lack of atmosphere on the Moon, causing it to oscillate momentarily after being disturbed. The lack of air on the Moon means that there is no air resistance to dampen any motion. When the astronauts planted the flag, it naturally moved back and forth for a brief period before settling down. Another argument is the absence of stars in the photographs. Critics argue that since there are no stars visible, the moon landing must be staged. However, the cameras used by the astronauts were adjusted to capture the bright lunar surface, making it difficult for the cameras to pick up the relatively faint stars. The cameras were set to expose for the bright lunar surface, which made the stars too faint to register on the film. It's similar to taking a photo of a bright object at night. It's challenging to capture the fainter objects in the background. One of the most persistent claims is that the footage shows inconsistent lighting and shadows, suggesting the presence of artificial lighting. Skeptics argue that this indicates a film set rather than the Moon's natural lighting conditions. The lighting on the Moon is indeed different from Earth due to the absence of atmosphere. The sunlight on the Moon comes from a single source, the Sun, which creates sharp, long shadows and a high contrast between lit and shaded areas. Additionally, moon landing skeptics often point out the lack of a visible blast crater beneath the lunar module when it landed. However, the Moon's surface is covered in a layer of fine dust, which can't support the formation of a traditional blast crater. Instead, the module's engines disturb the dust, creating a flattened area known as the blast pattern. The lunar surface is composed of a layer of fine dust called regolith. When the lunar module landed, the engines expelled gases and dust, causing the regolith to be pushed away and forming a distinct flattened area around the module. This is consistent with what we observe in the photographs. Despite these explanations and countless scientific evidence supporting the moon landing, skepticism still persists. However, it's important to note that multiple nations and independent organizations have conducted experiments and gathered evidence, such as moon rocks, that confirm the authenticity of the Apollo missions. So, did Neil Armstrong really go to the moon? The overwhelming consensus among scientists, engineers, and experts is a resounding yes. The moon landing remains one